Two headlines from today don't seem connected, but together they tell a story about the shape of power in 2025. First, in the media, Jimmy Kimmel was just brought back by ABC after being temporarily pulled off the air. But two of the biggest local station groups in the country, Nexstar and Sinclair, say they'll still refuse to broadcast his show. Why? Because of pressure from a powerful federal official. FCC Chair Brendan Carr, who publicly warned that stations airing Kimmel could face scrutiny or consequences when it comes time to renew their broadcast licenses. There's no formal FCC order, no written regulation, just strong public warnings and interviews. And that might be enough. Legal scholars call this the chilling effect. It's when the government doesn't directly censor speech, but makes it clear that saying the wrong thing could cost you. The Supreme Court struck that kind of pressure down in Bantam Books. And just last year in NRA v. Vulo, the court said regulators can't use backdoor threats to suppress speech they don't like, even if they never say the words outright. And now, a second story. This one about tariffs and a massive legal gamble. Wall Street firms are buying up claims from importers who paid steep Trump-era tariffs. They are betting that the Supreme Court will strike those tariffs down, and that the federal government will have to pay billions in refunds. The case hinges on whether the president can use emergency powers, specifically the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA, to impose broad tariffs across entire sectors of the economy. But Article 1 gives that power to Congress, so the court now has to decide. Did the president stay within what Congress allowed, or did he take something the Constitution reserves for the legislature and make it his own? Oral arguments, I believe, are set for November 5th. And this isn't a new debate. In 1952, President Truman tried to seize steel mills during the Korean War. The court stopped him. In that case, Youngstown, Justice Robert Jackson laid out a test we will still use today. Executive power is strongest when Congress supports it, and weakest when it contradicts the legislative branch. And when it comes to speech, Thomas Jefferson once wrote, "Were it left to me to decide whether we should have a government without newspapers or newspapers without a government, I should not hesitate a moment to prefer the latter." He understood that independent voices, even annoying ones, are vital to liberty. James Madison warned us in Federalist 51 that power must be kept in balance or it expands by default. So, what does this mean for us now? When a regulator can chill speech with a warning, and a president can impose tariffs using emergency laws passed decades ago, we're not just debating shows or trade, we're debating the boundaries of power itself. So here's the moment. Ask your stations why they've pulled shows. Watch the Supreme Court on November 5th. Push your lawmakers to clarify what emergency powers can and can't be used for. So the question is, will we notice when it drifts? And will we care enough to pull it back?